Hello, my fellow humans. So let's talk today about this number one mistake that you can make in your business if you're a freelancer, if you're a solopreneur, if you're entrepreneur. You know how you went into business for yourself, by yourself, because you want to be your own boss, and then you kind of become the worst boss imaginable. Because every time you take time off, you then beat yourself up because you're not working, and you have so many ideas, so many things you want to do in your business, for your business, on your business, that every time you take time off, you're then thinking about that thing that you should be doing, and you then feel guilty when you take time off. And it's amazing to be an entrepreneur or solopreneur or freelancer, because you can set your own hours. And it happens when you set your own hours that sometimes you're not even setting them. It happens that you get into a flow and then you work for hours and hours. And it happens that you have these days, a few days in a row, or even more, when you're totally in flow and you cannot wait. When you wake up during the night, you're like, oh, I cannot wait for my alarm to go off so that I can wake up and I start working on my idea again. And then comes the time when you're just not feeling it, when you just want to watch a Netflix series, or where you're just scrolling the YouTube, or where you start reading a book and you cannot put it down, and then you don't work for a day, or you do not get as much as you hoped done for a day, or then it can be even 2 days, and you start beating yourself up. And I'm so guilty of that. I speak from my own experience, because this is kind of how I work, and I work quite intuitively. And I have to say something about this. You still, even if you listen to yourself and to your intuition, it's not just working, it's also with eating. You still have to have some good habits already in place. You have to have some habits in place so that then you can switch things around intuitively. Like, you have to have some elements that you can then move and intuitively decide, like, is that the thing to do right now? Do I want to record a video now? Do I want to work now on my social media presence? Do I want to work on one thing or the other thing? You have to have those things built as habits already, because for me, I was not on social media for years, and now it takes me already years to get myself back into it, and I don't really do it because it's not my habit anymore. Even when we got married, I posted wedding pictures on my Facebook a few weeks in, because I really loved the pictures and I wanted to promote the photographer. And then I saw comments coming in, but it took me weeks before I logged back in and started responding to comments, because it's totally out of my routine now to actually log myself into Facebook and scroll through it. And also with Instagram, I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, it would be good if I start promoting my business and also this channel on Instagram, because I used to be good at Instagram. I mean, I was making money with my previous business, like, not lots of money, but I was making a living from my creative business, and Instagram was one of my main channels of promotion, and I didn't have many followers, but those followers were buying. Thank you, everyone. I'm still grateful for you all. Now I have to consciously decide to go on Instagram, and I am usually repelled. That's why I don't really get my came back on there, and I just try to focus on YouTube mostly because I like it the most and I use it the most, and it's the platform that is the most logical to me. And I kind of like YouTube's algorithm because it's not pushing onto me the things I don't want to see, and when it does, I hit don't show this to me, and for most part it listens. It feels close to me, and that's why I want to build my business through YouTube. I do these videos because I want to share useful things with people, and also want to be bluntly honest here. I do these YouTube videos because I hope that you will like my personality, like the way I talk, like the things I talk about, and I hope that when you are thinking about hiring a coach, I will be top one on your list and you will hire me. So I want to build a business, but also at the same time, I want to share useful things for free, and I want as many followers as possible so that I can also get revenue from YouTube. And I love this business model where you can show up and you can speak and you can share your experiences, and if enough of people listen, if the things you share about are useful, or if your personality is that engaging that people listen, or all together, you make money out of it. You make money out of sharing things for free. But yes, to bring that back to the point, I have to build this habit of posting regularly, and this is what I'm now in the doing of, because this is how I want to run my business. I have to do this every day. I have to show up, and or almost every day I have to show up and make a video and offer my services. And it's good if I have some kind of plan, and then I intuitively decide like what I'm gonna speak about. And part of what I really want is that I allow myself to be this channel where I allow the spirit and also my previous experiences to marry together, and then as I speak, flow through and hopefully get to you what you need exactly in this moment, so that you can also move forward in your own journey. So there has to be a habit, and then you intuitively decide, intuitively allow yourself to be moved. And of course, if you walk, talk, drive, write, speak with spirit, sometimes you're gonna get on a great wave. I'm not a surfer, but it's this metaphor where you ride a wave, and when the perfect wave comes, you ride it. But then at some point, because you cannot ride the wave all the time, you have to take a break, and you have to go and lie on a beach and not do anything. And what happens for so many people, for so many creative people who are led by spirit, and for so many hardworking, driven type A's, that when they take a break, that they feel bad about themselves. It happens for spirit-driven people because it kind of feels like the high spirit has abandoned you. And if you are a hardworking person and you were always taught that you have to work to feel good about yourself, to feel as a decent human being, that you have to work, then you feel as shit when you don't work. And this is one thing, in my opinion, that is most important that you work on. Because if you take the time when you don't feel like working, and if you take the time to rest and do fun things and essentially have a life besides just working, even though I know you love your work, and your work is kind of your life, but you are allowed to have things besides your working life. You are allowed to have hobbies, and you are also allowed to sometimes just watch Netflix or read a book or just take a nap, and you can still feel good about yourself. It's so important to have this kind of muscle. It's a muscle that you can do nothing and feel relaxed, that you can do nothing and feel good about yourself. And if you're able to do this, then you're gonna have fun, you're gonna relax, you're gonna rest, and you're gonna restore from the rest. I love rest, restore. And then you will get again motivation to work. But if you beat yourself up, like, why I'm not working, and I had such a good momentum and now I destroyed everything, and why am I so sleepy all the time, why I cannot get the shit done, and blah blah blah. When you start beating yourself up, then you start feeling bad about yourself, and all these emotions are coming up, and then you feel like, oh, you need to take care of these emotions or just push through. But there is this, like, on one side is relaxing and on the other side is working, and you are here in between just feeling like shit. And when you're relaxing, having a break, restoring yourself, napping or doing fun things, you cannot completely relax because you feel like you should be working. And when you are working, you feel then as though you're working all the time and you're never able to relax, and why is not anyone helping me, and blah blah blah. You're overwhelmed with everything. So this is a muscle that you have to build if you want to feel good about yourself and about your business, and make your life and business sustainable, because you're not here just to run your business, and you're also not here just to relax and not do anything. But when you relax and don't do anything, allow yourself to enjoy it, because then when you allow yourself to enjoy it, there comes a point that it becomes like, boring, and you don't want to watch Netflix anymore, and you don't want to lay in the bed anymore, and you can just stand up and go and do the work you want to do, and or just continue where you left your work off without spending hours in between beating yourself up because you allowed yourself to rest and to do nothing. So to sum it all up, when you don't feel like working, take time to relax, to just be, to have fun, and allow yourself to fully enjoy it. And then when you feel like you want to get back to work, get back to work. So thanks for watching. I believe that was useful, and you can sign up for one-on-one sessions through my webpage. I work with people who have business ideas and want to actually realize them. And also you can get the mental fog remover. It always sounds as though I say the F word. It's fog, F-O-G, to remove the mental fog where you have all that inner drama, so that you can clear the drama up and live your life and take aligned actions. Did I say that you can get the mental fog remover on my website? Yes, it's free, and when you sign up for my newsletter, you get it into your inbox. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.